Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm filming a video on the toolkit that I carry in my snowmobile. Many of you, maybe if you've watched my other video about everything I carry on the sled, my philosophy is anything you want on the sled, keep on it. And if you get separated from that sled, you want everything else to be on your person. So in your avalanche bag, in your snowsuit, tucked in your pockets, duct tape to your arm, whatever you want. So this is the toolkit that I've just revamped for this year. Added some things, and I'm probably going to keep adding to it, but for right now, for this season, it's ready to go. So I'm just going to walk you through everything that's in this bag and my philosophy of why I carry that. So this is just the Klim tool bag. I got this with my avalanche bag. I got this with my first Klim bag, which wasn't an Navi bag. So I kept it, and then I bought another one, and that one is, I use it for other things, and then I have another one in my four-wheeler. So I really like the Klim tool bag. It's like the perfect shape, perfect bit of organization, and I'm probably going to buy just another one for the parts that I want to carry as I'm expanding. So when you open it up, obviously you kind of see my whole little setup here. So obviously you can buy like the Chris Brandt skins bag, you can buy a whole bunch of pre-made things. But I don't like doing that because they mark up on price. You can usually build it cheaper, and the bags are built just for those kits, so you can't expand and get better. So that's why I chose to build my own. Plus I like making my own stuff. So yeah, here it is. So I'm gonna work from left to right. So that's a spark. I don't need that in my bag. So anyways, so what I did is I went to Home Depot and I bought the Husky. It's a little toolkit. I think it's like 30 bucks. It comes with sockets, a ratchet, a crescent, a screwdriver, and some metric and some standards. So I just have the ratcheting screwdriver. I have a set of Leathermans, which is, a knife, a screwdriver, a file, a little saw, Phillips, obviously needle nose and cutters. So that's always with me. And there's some redundancies in my system, but I don't mind it. Obviously the crescent wrench, which is also from Husky, which can open up to the 15 and the 18. It's a little bit of a stretch, but it's wide enough that it can open that for. Another set of dedicated needle nose. I do carry my shock tool here with me instead of on my snowmobile. Well, it is on my snowmobile, but it's in here. The ratchet, which there's one that extends, so it'll actually extend out a little further. I've been trying to find it, but they only did it for a little bit, so I just have this one. So it's got 3/8 and 1/4 inch. And what I did is I tore this apart and I put some thick, it's actually assembly lube, but I poured it in the gears to prevent it from getting rusty. So it's pretty quiet, but it still grabs really tight. So there's that. Actually, I'm gonna put that upside down. I have just open end wrenches. These are from toolkits that I've collected, been given, and yeah, I just have a collection of wrenches. So a 9/16. This will cross over, I think it's 13 mil. Don't quote me on that, but 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, which goes to 15, and then a 1/2 inch. These are only some of them. And what I did is I just went on the Chris Brandt website and looked up what wrenches they carry, and I just added those and a few extra as I've torn my snowmobile apart. I just add what I need and what I feel. So, and these can be used as like braces for A-arms, all sorts of things. You can put those to use. Zip ties, I have long and short. We have had to like sew together plastics, so I carry a bunch of zip ties. This little doozy I just built. I built one for my four-wheeler just to take off, because I have almost the same kit in my four-wheeler, but this I just built to adapt onto sockets. So you can use it as like a T-handle here, or you can like put a socket on here and really, you know, break it. So this is coming really handy. It takes I have a video of this coming out, but you just weld two extensions together. And these are just from Harbor Freight, and then you got a T-handle. So that's what that is. Extra bit of pull start cord. I replaced mine, so I just kept it because you can use it to put a new one on when you get back to the trailer or something, if you're staying overnight, you know, so that's always good to have. I do have a bunch of small, I forgot what gauge, but just small wire. This I feel works pretty good. Baling wire is obviously a little bit thicker, but I feel like this is also just as good. I have my pull start in case my cord breaks. I can start it with this. That's always in there. More wrenches, so the number 8, the 13, and the 10. So all of these I can use to like adjust my belt deflection and, you know, all sorts of stuff. Some Allen head keys. This one I've marked for the 1/8 inch for my belt deflection, so I know which that one is. This is like a 8 or 10, one of the two. Another one. And all of these I measured and I got off of like the Crisparant. Hey, this is what you need. So I know I will run into these as the opportunity presents itself. So those go there. I have an extra brake lever. I put on an aluminum one, but I ride with a lot of other Polarises. So in case they hit a tree, I have a brake lever. Bit of paracord. This is like 10 feet or so, or whatever. And then over here, I have an extra 3/8 extension, 1/4 inch wobble extension, electrical tape, the good stuff, duct tape, and what I have here is I just have some all thread with some nuts and some washers and another bolt. Like I've lost a shock bolt because of my lack of tightening it, so this one will actually fit it, so will this one, and just random things there. Screwdriver accessory kit. Electrical, so I have like 10 feet of 14 gauge wire, some heat shrink butt connectors, other butt connectors, so heaven forbid electrical. An extra clip for your kill switch, that's pretty light. And then this is what we've had to do is you take this drill bit with the 1/4 inch adapter and you can put it, you know, in your screwdriver. And then what you can do is if you have plastics that are just falling all over, you can drill holes through them with this and then sew it together with either, you know, your wire or your zip ties. So I just got the one that fits the zip tie width and carry that one. And then all of the sockets that are needed. So like I said, I went on Crisparant's skins thing or whatever, and I got all the sockets. So I have a 3/8 to 1/4 adapter for my little T-handle here. 9/16, 16. This is for the screwdriver adapter. 10, 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 8, 13, another 10 3/8, a 12, a 15, a 17, and a 7/16. So all of these, like I said, these are from Harbor Freight. If you can't tell, you can buy a whole set of these for $8. And if you're smart about it, you can actually do quite a bit with those. You know, you can't, I wouldn't go, you know, torquing high loads on them, but you can do quite a bit of good with those sockets, and you don't need to have the most expensive things on the market. You can buy Snap-on if you want. I don't think it's necessary, because this is just a, oh crap, try and get me out. You're not rebuilding your engine on the hill. So yeah, all of these, like I said, just fit in this little tray. So that way it's all organized. It's a little tight, so this is about all I can fit, which is why I said I think I want to add like a spare parts toolkit as things come along. So there you go. Okay guys, that wraps up my toolkit. I know there's some things that some people carry that aren't in here. For example, well, they're not in here, but my spare belt is up in front and my spare spark plugs are up there, which obviously cross over to a lot of the 800s. Most of the guys I ride with do have 850s now, but I can't carry, you know, every spark plug for every person out there. And honestly, I think they're probably the same spark plugs. I haven't checked it, but they probably are. Yeah, that is basically my toolkit. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. If you want, you can subscribe. No big deal if you don't. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and catch you in the next one.